Valmiki Ramayana, Kishkindha Kanda, Book number 4, Sarga 60, Roman numerals LX 60, SAMPÁTI'S story number 2. Then, from the flood, Sampati paid due offerings to his brother's shade. He bade him, when the rites were done, and spake again to Bali's son. Now listen, prince, while I relate how first I learned the lady's fate. Burnt by the sun's resistless might, I fell and lay on Vindhya's height. 7 nights in deadly swoon I passed, but struggling life returned at last. Around I bent my wandering view, but every spot was strange and new. I scanned the sea with eager ken, and rock and brook, and lake and glen. I saw gay trees, their branches wave, and creepers mantling o'er the cave. I heard the wild birds' joyous song, and waters as they foamed along, and knew the lovely hill must be Mount Vindhya by the southern sea. Revered by heavenly beings stood near where I lay a sacred wood, where great Nishakar dwelt of yore, and pains of awful penance bore. 8,000 seasons winged their flight over the toiling anchorite. Upon that hill my days were spent, and then to heaven the hermit went. At last, with long and hard assay, down from that height I made my way, and wandered through the mountain pass, rough with the spikes of darba grass. I, with my misery worn and faint, was eager to behold the saint. For often with Jatayu's I had sought his home in days gone by. As nearer to the grove I drew, the breeze with cooling fragrance blew, and not a tree that was not fair, with richest flower and fruit was there. With anxious heart a while I stayed beneath the trees' delightful shade, and soon the holy hermit brought, with reverent penance, came in sight. And soon the holy hermit bright, with fervent penance, came in sight. Behind him bears and lions tame, as those who know their feeder came, and tigers, deer, and snakes pursued his steps, a wondrous multitude, and turned obeisant when the sage had reached his shady hermitage. Then came Nishkara to my side, and looked with wondering eye, and cried, I knew thee not, so dire a change has made thy form and feature strange. Where are thy glossy feathers? Where the rapid wings that cleft the air? Two vulture brothers once I knew, each form at will could they endure. They of the vulture race were kings, and flew with Matarishva's wings. In human shape they loved to greet their hermit friend and clasp his feet. The younger was Jatayus, thou, the elder whom I gaze on now. Say, has disease or foeman's hate reduced thee from thy high estate? Absolutely beautiful. Footnotes 388 1b. Mahendra is chain of mountains generally identified with part of the Ghatas of the peninsula. Mahendra, Maha-Indra, Great Indra, the Zeus, 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 Zeus. Absolutely beautiful. What sticks to mind is this description how all these forest animals, tigers, lions, deer, snakes, a wondrous multitude that follow the sage. It's just mind-blowing, beautiful, epic description of epic proportions. Great sage living in the forest in his Yoda hut or in his hobbit hut, doing great austerities and yoga and meditation for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, abstaining from every possible sense enjoyment, and his only purpose is enlightenment. The true yoga, not the fake yoga, all this like cultural misappropriation, all these women, doing cultural misappropriation, stretching the cunts. They think that's yoga. It's not yoga, that's sex. Jai. Sri Ramayana ki Jai. Roma Victa, victory to Rama. Hail Ram. Jai Sri Ram. Ciao.